So, very good noon. We will wait for 1 minute, then we will start our session. Yes. So now, in the previous lecture, we will discuss about uh, the things related to the any internal partial breakdown, that thing. So what will be the Crable cross sectional view, that thing we will also been discussed. We will also discuss what will be the graphical representation having a PV voltage and the pulse current or at the void or the cavity that will generate inside the cables in the dielectrics. Okay, we will also discuss some oscillogram of an internal PB in the solid dielectrics, some few definitions. Okay, so and also we will discuss the variation of the impulse and the cumulative discharge magnitude with an increased voltages, right? So today we will discuss what are the different terms that will be associated with this breakdown partial discharge. Okay, so that thing supposed to be the energy, repetition rate, PB excitation voltages, PD inception voltages. So that thing we will discuss today. And we will also been discuss some graphical representation having a measurable quantity of a partial breakdown. Okay, now then we will discuss the new module having a partial breakdown phenomena on the surface of a solid and the liquid dielectrics and the degradation due to the partial breakdown. So in this particular content we will discussing about the surface discharge. Okay, and also we will discuss the degradation of the solid dielectrics that will be caused by the partial breakdown process, right? So now we will start the session. So first we have to share my screen so that you will able to see. Okay, so I think this my screen is visible to everyone. Okay, so now we will discuss. Yes. So, so we will discuss in the previous lecture that the variation of the QI and the cumulative QS discharge magnitude with a increasing voltages. Okay, so today we will discuss the four things which will be associated with the partial breakdown or the partial discharge process. So these are the four things we will discuss today: one, two, three, and four. Okay, so first one is your PD inception voltage. Second one is your PD excitation voltages. The third one is the repetition rate, and the fourth one is the energy in the individual partial breakdown, right? So what will be the definition for the partial breakdown insertion voltage? That will be the partial voltage insertion voltage, that will be known as your voltage of a ui. Okay, so PD inception voltage, that will be taken into consideration as a ui. Okay, so it is actually the lowest terminal voltage at which a discharge due to the partial breakdown will be exceeding a specified intensity that will observe under the specific conditions. Okay, so when the voltage that will applied to the test object is gradually increased from the lower value at which no such discharge are observed. Okay, so this will be actually called as a inception voltage. Let's say, as if we will consider the lower terminal voltage. Okay, so we have a terminal voltage like this, right? Suppose we have a terminal voltage, so u of I is actually nothing but a lowest terminal voltages at which a discharge due to the partial breakdown will be taken into consideration inside the circuit. So that thing will be taken into known as your partial breakdown inception voltage having a lowest terminal voltages, right? So PD excitation voltage, that will be taken into consideration as a UE excitation. That UE stands for the excitation, E stands for the excitation, right? Okay, and I stands for the inception, right? So what is actually this? So it is the voltage at which the partial discharge will be exceeded a specific intensity changes under the specific condition when the voltage is gradually decreased. So your inception voltage is actually what? When the voltage is gradually increasing. Okay, but in case of a excitation voltage, when your voltage is gradually decreasing from the value of exceeding of an inception voltage, the other quantities that will be related to the individual discharge that will be defined are as follows. Other quantities is what? That is the repetition rate, and the fourth one is the energy of the individual in a partial breakdown process, right? So in this particular repetition rate, that will be taken into consideration as a n number of repetition. That means how much rate of repetition that will be taken into consideration in the partial breakdown process, that thing we will known as a repetition rate. So n that will be 1 2 up to dot 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 up to infinity number of repetition rate that will be involved in the partial discharge process. Okay, so the partial breakdown pulse repetition rate n is an average number of pulse per second. Okay, so n is actually nothing but a average number of pulse that will per average number of pulse per second, right? So that is why average number of pulse per second in a partial breakdown. So the PB pulse repetition rate in is actually the average number of pulse per second. Okay, so now the fourth one is the energy of the individual partial breakdown, which will be taken into consideration as a W is actually the energy of the partial breakdown process. Okay, so what does it mean? The energy due to the partial breakdown, which will be defined as a W, small w, is the energy dissipated during the individual discharge. Individual discharge means whenever we are applying the inception voltage, so what will be my discharge? So whenever we have a excitation voltage, what will be my discharge? Whenever we have to repeated the partial breakdown process, what will be my discharge? So this individual discharge, that will be combination of this particular individual discharge. So whatever the energy that will generated, that is actually my energy of the individual partial breakdown process, and which will be denoted by a small w. Okay, so among the integrated quantities, the average discharge current, which will be taken into consideration as a I, that will defined as a sum of the rectified changes quantities passing through the terminal of a test object due to the discharge taking place during the certain time interval del t. Okay, because our representation of a particular graph, that will be taken into consideration as a t. Okay, so for the small duration we will be taking del t, right? So for that small duration, for the certain time interval of a del t, that will be given for the test objects. Okay, so what will be my discharge current? I bar. I bar is actually nothing but a 1 of del t into the different segmented Q1 discharge process, Q2 plus Q3, right? So up to dot 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 Qn, right? So the measurable partial breakdown quantities that will described above has been explained with the help of a schematic given representation in this particular figure for the different values of. So whenever we have a ut, for what will be the variation when we are applying the inception voltage. So what will be my variation of the curve whenever we are applying for the PD excitation voltage? What will be my graphical representation? So that thing if it will discuss in this particular figure. So here we will show that. So what will be my discharge current I? Discharge current I is actually nothing but a small duration of the time divided by different individual discharge of a. Supposed to be the q1 is a one discharge, supposed to be q2 is another discharge, supposed to be the q3 is another discharge, as dot supposed to be qn is the another discharge. So that will actually my discharge current, that is my discharge current, that will be taken into consideration for the partial breakdown process. Partial breakdown process. Okay, so here we will see that we are putting the values in this axis. We are putting the my ut is actually nothing but a terminal voltage. Okay, and in this axis we will considering the time duration, and del t is actually nothing but a small time duration. Okay, so this will be taken into consideration as a small time duration. So what will be my graph? That will be so ut t with respect to my time. So that will be my graph. Okay, so ui is this particular portion. This particular portion we will be taken into consideration as a ui. So ui is actually nothing but my PD inception voltage. So in this part we will take it into consideration as a PD inception voltage. Okay, and this part will be taken into consideration as a UE. UE is actually nothing but a PD excitation voltage. So as we will know that in case of a PD excitation voltage, the voltage is gradually decreasing. So here we will see that the voltage is gradually decreasing in case of a UE. Okay, that means and in that cases, in case of a ui, the voltage is gradually increasing. Okay, so this will be the inception voltages graph, and this will be my what, your excitation voltage. So in case of an excitation voltage, the voltage is gradually decreasing, and in case of a inception voltage, the voltage is gradually increased. So if we will draw this particular segment, we will see that it will be in this particular pattern that will be taken into consideration. So this particular part that will be taken into consideration as a del t. Okay, so this particular part we will take it into consideration as a del t time duration, and this will be I of PD, partial discharge current. IPD is actually nothing but my partial discharge current, right? So what will be my variation of the current, that we will see in this particular graph. right, having a small time duration of del t. Okay, so I of pd nt, so with respect to the time, so that will be the I of pd into nt. That means n number of sequence. N is actually nothing but a what? N is actually nothing but a repetition rate. So here there must have a repetition period of a cycle that will be taken into consideration. So that is why it will be considered as a IPDN. So this part we will be taken into consideration as a repetition part, right? So the now here we have a different number of individual sequence, individual partial breakdown that will be taken into consideration, right? So in this part we will take in, so this part we will taken into consideration as a del t. So in the small duration of the time, what will be my q of I? q of I, q of I is the individual breakdown, okay, up to q2n, the n number of individual sequence. Okay, so this will be taken into consideration as a q of I of n. So this particular graph that we will see in this particular figure, right? So in this case we will see that here from this, if we will draw this equation, so I is actually nothing but a 1 by del t. Okay, so 1 by del t into individual sequence q1 plus q2 plus q3 dot 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 qn. So if I simplify these things, then it will come summation of qs mod into del t. Okay, so qs is actually nothing but my summation of 1 to n q of in, is it? Okay, so that particular representation qs is actually nothing but my, qs is actually nothing but my sum total of individual discharge at a particular time interval del t. Okay, and qj is actually nothing but a impulse discharge of a maximum density, impulse discharge of maximum density, right? So here we will see the, we in this axis we are putting the sum total of the individual discharge qs, and in this axis we will take it into consideration as a t. So for qs we will take it into consideration as a sum total of the individual discharge in a time interval of a del t. So here in this part it will be increasing in nature, we will see. So this will be my qs mod, this part it will be qs mod. So qs mod I told you the summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 to n. Okay, q of in. So in this particular part, so here it should be written that ui is the pb inception, pb inception voltages. Okay, ue is the pb excitation voltages, lt is the time interval for the measurement, qi is the apparent impulse discharge qi, qs is the apparent cumulative discharge, Qj bar is the impulse discharge current of an intensity. Qs is the sum of the total individual discharge of a time interval of del t, and mod of I is the average discharge current. Mod of I is actually nothing but my average discharge current. Is it clear? So, using this particular phenomena, we will be considering all this particular graph. Okay. So, here we will considering the ui and ut, and in this particular graph we will considering the sum of the total individual discharge that will be taken into consideration, right? So that thing is being actually the measurable quantities of the partial. So what are the things we will measure whenever we are having the partial breakdown? So that thing, these are the measuring quantity. So these are all are the measuring quantity, these are all called the measuring quantity while having a partial breakdown inside the process, right? So in this particular lecture we will be taking into consideration the phenomena of a partial and the local breakdown, or we can say that the internal breakdown. We will also discuss the internal partial breakdown in the solid and the liquid dielectrics, and we will also discuss impulse and the cumulative discharge in the solids, right? So impulse and the cumulative discharge of the solid, that will be this one is the impulse and the cumulative discharge, okay, of a partial breakdown process, right? So that thing we will discuss in this particular lecture, okay? So that part with that will over, okay? Next we will be, so up to this you have any question? Anyone have any question? Tell me. Tell me if you have any question on this particular part. Is this particular part will be justified or not? Okay, I think there is a no question. Okay, so the next we will discuss about the partial breakdown phenomena on the surface and surface of the solids. Okay, so how the partial breakdown phenomena that will be occurred in the surface of the solids and the liquids dielectric, and their degradation due to the partial breakdown. This is the new topic. Okay, so in this particular segment we are discussing about the two things. One is called actually the surface discharge. So yes, I have to. So our main objective on this particular module, we have to discuss the two things. First of one is your surface discharge, and the second one is by degradation of the solid dielectrics that will be caused due to the partial breakdown, right? So now, what do you mean by the surface discharge? Okay, which will be also be known as a tracking, which will be also been the surface discharge, that will also be known as a tracking, sorry, surface discharge. So what do you know by the surface discharge? So that thing we will discuss in this particular segment. So this will be the diagram for the surface discharge, how the typical autography of the surface discharge that will be showing for the stable steamer corona, okay, as well as the leader corona. That thing we will see. So here we will see the corona discharge process will be taken into consideration. Either it should be the steamer corona or it should be the leader corona, depending upon that how the surface discharge that will showing in the stable steamer and as well as in the leader corona discharge. So that thing we will discuss in this particular segment. Okay, so first we have to discuss what do you know about the surface discharge. Okay, so partial breakdown on the surface, either the surface should be in the solids, or either the surface it should be in a liquid. Okay, whatever the surface is, the partial breakdown process will be taken into consideration. So the partial breakdown process on the surface, as it is also been known as a tracking, that will occur in the gaseous medium and also in the vacuum at the interfaces of a solid and the liquid dielectrics. Okay, so this particular surface discharge is mainly occurred in the gaseous medium, okay, with the interfacing of a solid and the liquid dielectrics. These things will be important. Okay, so we can say that the surface discharge that will be occurred in gaseous medium, and also in a vacuum. Vacuum is one type of gaseous medium. Vacuum having a having a interface of solid and liquid dielectrics, right? So surface discharge, partial breakdown of the surface as it is known as a tracking, which will be occurred in the gaseous medium or the vacuum at an interface of a solid and the liquid dielectric. So the surface discharge are causes due to the presence of a high tangential component of the electric field. So this particular surface discharge or the tracking that will occur due to the, so this particular surface discharge that will occur due to the high intensity tangential component. So high tangential component, okay, high tangential component of a electric field, of a electric field. Okay, so here it should be written that the surface discharge are causes due to the presence of a high tangential component of the electric field along with the diagonal interface between any solid and the liquid and a gaseous medium. This line is very important. So how the surface discharge or the tracking will occur? Okay, so surface discharge will be occurred in a gaseous medium or in a vacuum having a interface of a solid and the liquid dielectric. That means surface discharge will be happen where surface discharge will be happen in the gaseous medium or in a vacuum having a interface of a solid and the liquid dielectrics. And why this surface discharge is occurred? The surface discharge will be causes due to the presence of a high tangential component of a electric field with an association of a or the diagonal interface between any such kind of solid or the liquid medium as well as in a gaseous medium. Is this understandable? So the typical example of the presence of such particular interface in a practice are in a bushing, transformer insulators, cable terminals, and the sides of the transformer. So where it will be occurred, where we will observe practically in surface discharge tracking, it will observe in the bushing of the transformer and the insulators, the cable terminals, and the sides of the transformer. Okay, so that particular surface discharge will be occurred in this particular locations, right? So typically it will occur in a bushing, insulators, cable terminals, and the sides of the transformer. So in this particular figure in the 18.1, 18.1 is actually what? I think this figure, this one. So here it will be written as shown in the figure 18. When a concentric conductor of a coaxial cable is abruptly terminated, the field intensity of the point terminal becomes very high. So in this particular figure, we will see if any such kind of concentric conductor we are choosing having a coaxial cable is abruptly terminated. That means if any such kind of fault that will occur inside the conductor or the cable, so the field intensity at the point of terminals or the at the field intensity at the point of termination becomes very high. So an increasing tangential component of the field that is resulting in a gaseous medium which states it's in a higher field intensity. So due to the higher field intensity, the surface discharge that will be in it takes place inside the coaxial cable or the concentric conductor. So due to the higher values of a field intensity, we will observe the surface discharge in the conductor or the surface of the cable, right? The if the field intensity, if the field intensity is high. So due to the high values of the field intensity, we will observe the surface discharge in the conductor or the coaxial cable. Right? So that thing it will be show in the in this particular figure. Right? So now the surface discharge are causes if an interruption of the creepage current across the surface. Creepage current means creepage current is actually nothing but a leakage current. Okay, so the surface discharge is also been occurred due to the interaction of the leakage current or the creepage current across the surface of the dielectrics takes place, and the field component in the location that will exceeds the electrical field strength of a particular medium. So surface discharge or the tracking is also a partial breakdown phenomenon. Okay, so this particular surface discharge is actually the phenomena of a partial, is one a very good example of a partial breakdown. So the surface discharge is a one important phenomena of a partial breakdown process. So the surface discharge that will causes due to the interruption of a leakage current or the creepage current across the surface of the dielectrics that will takes place, and the field component of the location that will exceeded the values of the electric field strength of any such particular medium. So due to this, the surface discharge process we will observe, and this particular surface discharge process or the tracking is also a phenomena of a partial breakdown process. Okay, so is it understandable what the surface discharge is and why the surface discharge that will occur, and where we will observe physically the particular surface discharge? Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, fine. So now, so if you have any question, please tell me. Do you understand what the surface discharge is and where the surface discharge we will observe? Yes. Now we will considering for we will discuss this particular part. So if the surface discharge, as we will describing the surface discharge process, so while describing the surface discharge as a unitary process, okay, so whose occurrence depends upon the properties of the dielectric. So surface discharge process that will depends upon what will be the properties of the dielectrics. So this is important. The surface discharge occurrence that will depends upon the property of the dielectrics. That is the important line, whose occurrence that will depends upon the properties of the dielectrics, but their inception that will depends upon the several other factors too. The surface discharge process that will not only depends upon the properties of the dielectrics, but its inception of the surface discharge that will depends upon the several other factors that will be associated with the partial discharge process. So in the tracking, which will be the formation of the conducting path of the surface of a dielectrics. So the tracking is actually nothing but a formation of a conducting path of on the surface of the dielectric. So in most of the cases, the conduction result from the degradation of the dielectric or by the deposition of the foreign layer on it, because whenever the surface discharge that will be taken into consideration over the cables, so there will have some coating or the decomposition of the layer that will be developed in the particular cable section. Okay, so due to this particular development of the layer, okay, the surface discharge will be took place. Okay, so hence for the tracking to be occurred, the following are to be essential for the presence. Okay, so for what purpose this particular surface discharge that will be present, so there must have a two conditions. So first condition is a conducting film. Number one is a conducting film across the surface of the dielectrics. Okay, that means a conducting layer across the surface of the dielectrics. And the second one, a mechanism by which a creepage current or the leakage current through the conducting film is interrupted when the discharge process will be occurred. So these are the following essentials to be present whenever any surface discharge that will occur over the cable. Okay, so these two things is keep remind whether the conducting film across the surface of the dielectrics or the mechanism by which the creepage current or the leakage current through the conducting film is interrupted when the surface discharge process that will occur. So these are the two things you keep to remind whenever we have to deals with the surface discharge or whenever we have to discuss with the surface discharge. So it is understandable. Okay, tell me if you have any question regarding this up to this part. What the surface discharge is? So another name of the surface discharge we will be considered as a tracking. Okay, the tracking is same as a name that will be considered as a surface discharge. Okay, tell me. Now we can say that the conducting film as usually a form of a contamination. Okay, so the conducting film that will be generated on the particular surface of the cables, that will be usually a form of a contamination such as a salt deposition. Okay, of in the if the cable that will located in the coastal area, we will see the formation of the contamination of a salt deposition. Okay, so the carbocation dust from the fuels and the industrial of a cellulose fiber deposited along the moisture. So if the cables that will located in the industrial belt area where the huge number of carbon dust that will be rusted on the particular cable, so due to this the surface discharge will be taken into consideration on that particular locations. Okay, so the interaction of the moisture forms films is caused when the surface is dries due to the heating effect of the surface current. So whenever the current that will flow across the particular conductor or across the cable, so there must have a heated. So due to this particular heating effect, okay, so due to this particular heating effect, there will have some interruption of the moisture from that will be causes when the surface is dry. Okay, whenever the current that will flow across the cable, the surface will be heated up. As due to the heating of the surface, there will have some interruption of the moisture forms. Okay, so due to this particular reason, the partial breakdown process surface partial breakdown process will be taken into consideration, right? Okay, now for the theoretical consideration for any such kind of materials to having a tendency to track its suggested terms of a chemical bond that will be energized of a material. Okay, since the primary bonds are important when the considering the thermal stability of the polymers. Okay, so different materials we are choosing whenever we have to deals with the surface discharge, supposed to be some chemical composition, chemical bond energies. Okay, some primary bonds are that will important when the considering the thermal stability of any such kind of polymers. The tendency to be tracked depends upon the proportion of a bond which it will be produce the free carbons. Okay, so by the chemical decomposition of the molecules as the consequences of a exposure of a high temperature. So all this particular chemical composition having a the incremental of a high increment of a very high temperature. So due to this particular high temperature, we will be observing this such kind of partial breakdown process, the partial surface breakdown process or the surface discharge process in a partial breakdown. As we will already know that the surface discharge is an important phenomena of a partial breakdown. So all those particular chemical composition that will be associated whenever we have to discuss with the surface discharge in a partial breakdown process, right? So now this figure we will discuss. I, let me check whether the time is over. I think time will be over within 1 minute. So we will not discuss today these things. So is there any question up to this and this particular segment? If you have any question regarding this particular part and what will be the surface discharge, so tell me, because we have to close the session for today. Tell me, check this. Whether if you have any question, I am waiting for your response. No response. Okay, fine. I think that will be understandable. Whatever we taught today. Okay, so we will stop the session for today. We will discuss some more thing in tomorrow's session. Okay, thank you. We will stop the session. We will stop. Okay, we will stop my sharing. Okay, so I will save it out so that we will able to reconsider in the tomorrow's classes. I think it will save. I have to save this particular PDF also. Okay, so I stop my sharing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the today's session.